Hello everybody, this is Professor Jason Kim. Today we're going to talk about the section 3.3. Section 1, property of a parallel line and perpendicular line. Two lines are parallel when they have the same slope. So if slope of one equation is equal to slope of second equation and it has a different y-intercept, we are saying two lines are parallel to each other. Number two lines are perpendicular when they are cross each other at a 90 degrees. The slope of one is negative reciprocal of others. So m1 become negative 1 over m2, or m1 times m2 become negative 1. So in other words, let's say you have a equation that this, say y equals 2x plus 3, and that's the equation. And let's say there is another equation like this, and this equation is y equal to x minus 4, because 1, 2, 3, 4, it passed 4, and 1, 2, 3, it passed 3. We know these two equations are parallel to each other because the coefficient for this and coefficient of that, we call this as m1, we call this as m2. They are same. So if m1 slope of first one is same as slope of second one, then they are parallel to each other. Now number two, let's say you have one equation with y equals, let's say, 2/3 x plus 2, and the other one is 2/3 x minus 3. So one goes like this and the other one goes like that. Then they are parallel to each other because the slopes are same. So these are the examples of that two lines are parallel to each other. So without actually drawing, by comparing the slope, if they are same, they become parallel to each other. Okay. So again, example one, number one, y1 equal 2/3 x plus 5 with the y2 equal 2/3 x minus 5, they are parallel to each other because the slopes are same. Now, second rules. The slope of the one equation is 2/3, and slope of the second one is negative 3/2. So which is actually upside down of slope 1 with a negative. Okay, so if you flip 2/3, it becomes 3/2, and then you take a minus. So in this case, they become perpendicular to each other. And to double check, if you multiply 2/3 times negative 3/2, they become negative 1. So this is the indicator of their two lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay. Knowing that, there is a slope, point slope form that you have to recognize, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 in quantity. This particular format we call point slope forms. And I will show you when to use this later on. Okay. Now, section 3. There are 5 types of question they could ask to find the linear equation. Okay, and then you never know which type is going to come out, so you have to recognize each type and then write an equation based on they are using different way to find the equation. Okay, so let's look at this type of question. Again, the type 1 is slope and y-intercept point is given. In that time, you use y equal mx plus b. So let's look at the example. Number 1, write an equation for the line that passed through the y-intercept point 0, 3 and slope of -2. So in that way, you know that slope means m, right? So here, m become -2. And from the y-intercept point, in the y-intercept point is 0, 3. That means x point is 0 and y point is 3. So from y equals to mx plus b, you replace m as -2. You put the y as a 3 and x is 0. Then you will have 3 equals -2 times 0 plus b. Okay. So from there, we can find that 3 equal b or b equal 3. You will find the one unknown value b from there. So now you go back to the original question and equation become y equal mx plus b. And we found m as actually given as -2, and we found b as 3. So that equation become y equals -2x plus 3. So that's the equation of the line that passed through the y-intercept as 0, 3 and slope as -2. So again, to recap this, from the given information, so slope is given and y-intercept point is given, you plug into y equal mx plus b, and that way, when you plug in, you find the b value, and then with the b value and slope, you create the equation. Does everybody can see that? Now let's look at one more. Write an equation, number 2, write an equation for the line with a slope of 2. So from here, we know that m equal 2. And then pass through the y-intercept 0, -3. So x value become 0 and y value become -3. So put this 3 value into y equal mx plus b format to find b value. So let's do it. What is y value? -3 equals, what is m? 2, because m is 2, y equal -3, and x was 0, right? So replace 0 plus b. So 0 times anything is 0, so you can say rewrite -3 equals 0 plus b. So from there, we found b equals -3. Now, we know they said m was 2, right? And b is -3. So from there, you can rewrite the equation in the format of y equal mx plus b. So from here, you replace b as -3 and m as 2. So the line that passed through this equation of the line that passed through this condition become y equals 2x plus -3, or y equals 2x minus 3. So to recap this, again, you plug known value, which is m and x and y, into y equal mx plus b to find the b value. And once you find the b value, you plug back to the original y equal mx plus b, and then you find the final equation of the line. Okay. So now I want you to try the 4 questions in exercise 1 and find the complete equation of each of those questions. Okay. So pause the video and try these 4 questions now.